Adrian's always been there at the beginning and has been there more as a figure for me and Hannah, that we can see how much hard work he's put into the church and how much faith, and that's his aim, that's his mission, and his calling is very clear on what it is, and it's very inspiring to see him live it out, and it really inspires us to really live it out to, our own missions as well.
Yeah, I think the way that he leads really teaches us to know what is required to be a good leader.
Adrian's been like a father to all of us here at the church. I think without him, we wouldn't be the person that we are today. And I really thank him for that. He was the person who made me feel at home here in London. He gave me a second family here.
I just want to recall one instance that after the English service, and I just felt that I really need a hug from a father, a guy or a father, and I immediately went up to you, Adrian, and I think that's not just one of them, I think probably that's the first hug that I really had from a father-like figure, and it was really warm, and I just thank you so much.
He's really spurred me on to lead better, and to grow and pursue God in humility in my serving role. He's given me good kicks on the backside as well in terms of career progression as well, so I really thank God for that.
Well, there was a moment in small groups where I shared something really deeply, and at that moment in time I felt that through him God was speaking to me, and I really want to thank him for that moment, for that time, because it really helped me later on.
Well, Adrian was my Sunday school youth group leader actually, so he's been guiding me for nearly 10 years now, and he's certainly someone that I aspire to.
Well, Adrian was one of my youth leaders. He was just so patient with all of us, but when I started at youth group I was a non-Christian, and he just took so much time to sit with me, to help me understand who God is and what God has done for me. As we're going through this legacy journey, it just really reminds me of Adrian's journey through this whole time, about how he has really just taken the baton and carried it for years. Really, I would just love him to rest now. I would love him to feel trust in all of the next generation to take the baton from him, because he has just done so much for us already.
Well, he made the English service, and originally my mum wanted me to go to the Cantonese service, and I was going to stop coming to church then. So yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I came to Christ in April and a couple of years ago, and I met Adrian in July at the men's breakthrough weekend. It was then we got quite deep in my understanding, especially in relationships and stuff, and Adrian really gave me a real good head start in terms of marriage and in life. So keep up the good work, because I feel I had a real good grounding from day one.
I've only been here for a few months, but Adrian has been so helpful and just so caring, and he has a really big heart for everyone here, every single one of us here, and I'm really grateful for that.
When I first came, I didn't really know where I was, but the second that I started saying that I wanted to serve, he really just included me in the process, talked to me all the time, just met up with me and just made sure that I was comfortable where I was, and also that I had all the options that I needed to choose where I wanted to serve God.
Yeah, Adrian's really a good listener. I just don't know, he's got a strategy he uses. Every time I say something he does and the knowledge, and just give me advice and stuff. So he just helped me a faith and give me a little push sometimes.
So Adrian, for me, has always been a guy to look up to in terms of leadership, because he always has the vision and he always has something that he is passionate and working towards. And I guess for all of us, it's just God's kingdom and furthering God's kingdom.
He likes to really try to understand what is going on in everyone's lives and do his best to somehow help. Even if he knows he can't help you, he will direct you to someone who can, or somewhere that could help you. Well, I've met Adrian when I was in youth, back in YFC in Dragon Hall, and he was still one of the leaders there. I think over the years I've grown to be able to, I guess, look up to him as a role model. Yeah, I think he's really helped me grow in my spiritual life and really urged me to start serving. And I think I wouldn't have done it if he didn't ask me to.
The way that the church has become because of him, and the people who is serving God with him, we can really see and not just see but feel the connection that they have with God and how much they stress the relationship with God. And that's something that's quite different from my previous experience. Really helpful. It shows me that anybody who genuinely has the heart to serve, who genuinely wants to be closer to God, can be closer to God. There's always space for improving our relationship.
So I remember the first 2 weeks when I first came to this church, Adrian personally came and welcomed me. And that really made me feel like I was welcomed and I was part of this family. And within a month, he put me in touch with loads of people. And he basically made me feel straight at home within the first few weeks.
He cares for me inside the church, but also outside as well. Adrian has helped me a lot. He has invited me to his home for hot pot before. He helped me with a lot of areas outside church, including like preparing for interviews and things like that. And he's just been really caring.
Honestly, I think over the past few years, everything that I've with everything I've gone through in my life, he's always been there, and he's always been what I see as someone that I can follow, and who also follows God, kind of thing. And I really see that he reflects God in his life, and obviously him being my dad, I take a lot of my influence from him, so I kind of see that also I maybe following him in a sense, as he's following God, so therefore I'm following God in that sense. So he's a big influence on how I am, and definitely he's still weird, and I think that's why I'm a bit weird, but that's a good thing, to be honest. He's helped in my journey, honestly, by just being there, and just being there for me whenever I'm down. Best thing about it is usually the car rides, where he's picking me up from some place and he's driving me some places, and occasionally we'll get to talk, and it's really nice because it just sounds like, there's just really someone that is always there for me, always there to pray for me. Even when I can't sleep, he comes down, he can pray for me. If I'm having trouble during the day, I can call him, and he's always my dad, and he'll forever be my dad. So, he just ultimately is always just there.
Adrian's always been my dad. Dad in church. He's always looked after me, always invited me, always kept me in a loop, and whenever I had troubles, he's always been there to talk to me. He's been a real blessing to my life, and I really treasure what he's done for me.
Adrian's one of the first people who reached out to us. This is Calvin. He's not here today, but he's one of the first people that reached out to us since we got married, and since I came back to London last year. And he's always come to us with an open arm, I think. He's just always loved us.
He is my rock, and he helped me, and he's truly a blessing in my life because we walked many journeys together.
Adrian has been an enabler for me in the little bit of time that I've known him. He's been the guy who's empowered me to take on service and to just dive into things and really serve God with him.
Carrying a good work, you have leading people into God's kingdom and just continue to be a shepherd.
I was really shocked when I first found out that you actually had two sons. You've really taken on the role as a shepherd, and you really take care of us and grow us as a congregation.
Hi Adrian, we'd like to thank you so much for all your love and care and compassion for us in the 5 years that we've known you, especially when Sally had cancer and you were there for her. I was reminded, or Sally reminded me of the word I had for you a few weeks ago about, you gave me a picture of you as a shepherd with a crook. And when I arrived, I found a little card on the desk upstairs with a shepherd and a crook, and I felt that's your role It's your role in this congregation. And I know you might feel it's a heavy burden, but I believe the Lord will give you the enabling and the strength for you to see that through.
Yeah, we want to thank you, Adrian. We're both very, very grateful, extremely grateful to you, and for all the support you give us, especially when I was ill. And I think John's right that you are a good shepherd, and we pray and hope that you will carry on wherever you will be. God bless you.